Hello, I'm Michael Diamond and you're watching Muscle Central. Okay, this video I'm going to be talking about overtraining. Now, I've talked about it in a recent video, but I think it's a topic that's worth discussing more. Also, in the last week or so, I've seen in my YouTube feed quite a few videos popping up talking about overtraining. And I'm hearing arguments on both sides of it. So I think it's worth discussing a little bit more. Now, you got people like Rich Piana no longer with us. Passed a couple of years ago, I'm sure everybody knows. But he was very big on YouTube, and he was one of the proponents for the idea that there's no such thing as overtraining as an excuse for the weak and lazy. And he likes to use the analogy that things in life, if you want to, the more you put into things, the more you get out. And with a lot of things in life, that's absolutely true. Your job, your relationship, and things like that, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. Does that apply to bodybuilding? Definitely not, because bodybuilding is a totally different animal. In bodybuilding, to excel, to improve, to get more out of it, to get out of it what you're seeking, you have to first break down muscle tissue, cause damage to muscle tissue, and then you have to get a sufficient amount of nutrition and rest for that muscle tissue to repair itself. Now, being the fact that bodybuilding requires the breakdown of muscle tissue, the analogy of the more you put into it, anything, the more you get out of it, does not apply. If you break down more than you can repair in a given amount of time, over a period of time, you're going to lose gain. You're not going to get gains, you're going to lose gains. So that analogy really does not apply to bodybuilding. It applies to other things in life, not to bodybuilding. Now, you got people like Jay Cutler who also sides on the swings to the side of eating enough and sleeping enough will prevent overtraining. True, if you don't eat enough and you don't rest enough, you will overtrain the body faster. At that point, you'll reach that point faster. But eating and resting alone is not going to offset overtraining. If you create more damage than your body can repair within a given period of time, you're going to eventually be overtrained. Dorian Yates had it right. Overtraining is a very real thing. You're not building a muscle inside the gym. The workout is not what's building a muscle. The workout is the catalyst to create muscle growth. It's the nutrition, and the rest is where the muscle growth occurs. The nutrition providing the materials needed to repair, and the rest you're getting allows the repair process to take place. Now, how much time do we need to repair a given amount of damage done to the muscles? Now, I'm not sure if there's an exact time frame. I would imagine that everybody is a little different depending on your genetics and other factors, but I'd rather err on the caution. I'd rather err on the side of caution than the other way. Uh, I'm gonna try to use an analogy. It might be a little simplistic, and the numbers I'm using are just to make it easier to do the math on it. Uh, let's say you're working the chest muscles, and let's say, for example, there's 100 fibers, muscle fibers in the chest. We all know that there's a hell of a lot more muscle fibers than 100 in the chest, but like I said, I'm trying to be a little simplistic with this. So there's 100 muscle fibers in the chest. Now, you do a chest workout. Let's say you have a great chest workout and you do damage to 100% of those 100 fibers in the chest. Okay, now you get back to the gym for your next chest workout too soon before 100% of the fibers can repair itself. So now you only have 90% of the fibers are repaired. Now you do another workout, another great chest workout. You damage 100% of your fibers. Now you're creating more damage to unrepaired muscle tissue, and now by the time you get to your next workout, only 90% of your muscle, you didn't give it enough time, and only 90% of the damage done was repaired. Now only 81% of the total muscle fibers are repaired. Like I said, it's a little simplistic, but I think you can understand where I'm going with this. You're going to get to a point where you're going to start losing muscle tissue, losing whatever gains you've already gotten. You can definitely overtrain the muscle tissue to the point where it can't repair itself fast enough before you get back in there and do it again. Now keep in mind, the longer your workouts go, the more often you work out, the more damage you're going to create to the muscle tissue. You need to give it a sufficient amount of time. Ideally, you want 100% recovery. And once again, I'd rather err on the side of caution than the other way. Now, we're not even taking into account the effects on the central nervous system. Heavy, hard, intense workouts take a toll on your central nervous system. If you keep on pushing it too hard, too consistently, without sufficient rest, you're going to wreak havoc on your central nervous system. And once your central nervous system is exhausted, everything else just goes to shit. That's about it for this video. I hope I was made a little more clearer, a little more understandable how you can most definitely overtrain the body. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.